Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. We're a mother-daughter Etsy shop that sells all things budget and planner related. Today what we're going to be doing is a March week 2 plan with me. You see my planner stack in front of you. So all of my work planning is done in the Louis Vuitton. And I kind of did a walkthrough, but just so that you can see it, this is cloth and paper inserts. These are called Minted Sugar. It's a shop on Etsy. They have some really pretty inserts and they ship pretty quick. My tabs are from Cloth and Paper, and then the other inserts are Filofax, and the Filofax personal size fits really well into this Louis Vuitton MM size. So everything work related. This is everything personal related. I took my Erin Condren Petite dailies. I coiled them for the whole year. So this is my daily to-do list. And so what happens here, once I go through and plan out my week in the Erin Condren Life Planner, then I come back to here and I start my daily to-do list. And I usually do this either the night before, which is my preferred time, or if it gets crazy, I do it first thing in the morning while I'm eating breakfast. So I will kind of drill down for times. It's mainly personal, but of course my work schedule will be here too. I work from home, so it's pretty hard not to have that kind of crossover into my personal time. But this has been a really good way for me to stay on track with my personal to-dos as well as my work to-dos. So we are going to get started though in the Erin Condren Life Planner. So just a quick review on my goals for the month. It's been very hit or miss. So one of my goals was to work only from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. I worked a lot of hours last week, but I was on vacation on Thursday and Friday, so I think that always makes you busier on the 3 days that you are working, trying to get things done. So I'm not going to take that as a total loss, but it wasn't right on track either. Walked 10,000 steps, total fail. I have not exercised, and I'll kind of explain to you why. I have stayed on budget, and I have not created a decluttering schedule yet. So I did write in the birthdays for the month, but some of my work schedule changed. So I was supposed to be in town this week, which I'm going to be. Next week, I was supposed to be in New York for a meeting, and that got canceled due to a travel ban that we have right now with our company. So I'm going to cancel that trip. I'm going to do that on Monday, cancel all my reservations. And then the following week, I am still on vacation. So I'll just lift these stickers up and reschedule that for another time. We are going to move it to a webinar on the 19th. So I'll make note of that when we get to that week. Other than that, everything has pretty much stayed on track. So one of the things that happened last week was on Thursday, my husband came down with the flu. So he has basically been quarantined into our guest bedroom and the guest bathroom. And my doctor put me on medicine as well because they didn't want me to get the flu, which I so appreciate. So far so good. My daughter is in New York, so last week I took her to the airport and then went to the doctor's with the other one for her allergy testing. So this week I think is going to be a little bit less drama, hopefully. Today is Sunday when I'm filming this. It has been a super busy weekend. So some of the things I normally would do today, like meal prep and grocery shop, is probably going to happen on Monday or Tuesday. He really has not had any appetite, so it's really hard for him to really decide what he wants to eat, and which is fine. But it kind of gives me permission not to cook as well, because I don't really need to have a cooked meal for me. But I do have 2 HelloFresh that I'll be kind of incorporating. So let's go ahead and get started. So I always put my conference calls in first and my webinars in first because I kind of plan around that. Now, Arizona does not change time, though everybody else in my work group has changed time. So all of my alerts on my Outlook calendar came out really wonky. So it looks like my one call that's on Monday is scheduled for every day until Friday. So I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if that was just user error or something happened in our system, but I'm gonna go when I think it is, which is 10:30 on Monday. And then we have another, actually it's a WebEx at noon on Monday. And then Tuesday, my 9 o'clock call is now 8 o'clock because it was on Eastern time, so fantastic. And then we have 2 webinars. We have one that starts at 9 and one that starts at 11. And then I have a call at noon. So Tuesdays are becoming super just call heavy, but kind of get it done at the beginning of the week. Let me just check my, yes. So on Wednesday, we have a team call at 9. I'm not sure if that's going to happen because one of my team members is on vacation. So normally when somebody's out, we wait for the call for them to come back, but it's kind of a weird time of year with vacation time. And then I have a 1:30 call for .com. And then on Thursday, I have my normal PO log call. This little part doesn't come off when you leave the sticker on top of it. And that is now moved to 12. And then on Friday, and I'm hoping this is wrong, we have a team call at 7 a.m. my time. So I'm pretty sure that's going to change. Let's hope. Okay. So last week I was working on a really big project. That is for the webinar here. It was sent over on Friday. I think people are still going to be looking at it and editing it tomorrow. So I'm just going to keep it as in progress. And after all the calls, I'll just figure out what I still need to do. And it needs to be completed before I leave for the day. So I'm going to put that at 4. And then on, okay. So on Monday morning, I'm going to put them in yellow because yellow's happy. I need to do the weekend files. So I have been working on Sunday night and getting like my files done before I start my week. And I have a new boss who is like, nope, the weekend is your time. We push back the call so you can just get up in the morning and do your files, which I so appreciate. It does create a little stress in my life until it's done, but it is really much nicer at the end of the day. And then Monday night, because I forgot last week, I need to roll out the trash cans and gather. We can't have them out before 6, so I'm going to put 7. Association guidelines, they're very, very tough. Dinner is going to be HelloFresh. I made a meal last night, which was very good. It just was a lot of food for the 2 of us when one of us was not very hungry. Okay, and then on Tuesday, pretty normal day. What I'm going to be doing down here though is I did a vendor show with my niece for a benefit for a fallen officer on Saturday. So what I did was I kind of ran out of time with, trying to run to the doctors and run to pharmacies. I felt like I went to the pharmacy like 4 times between Thursday and Friday. I need to put things back into inventory and take some things out of inventory that I sold at the shop. I tried to keep only things that I took with me things that were not currently listed. But at the end of the day, I ended up grabbing things, and of course you would know those would be the things that would sell, because now I have to figure it all out. So I spent the morning kind of going through things and kind of cleaning up some of our listings in our Etsy shop, and then I have a bunch of new listings to put in. So probably won't get all the new ones ready to go until Friday, but I do need to work on it on Tuesday. I did get all of my orders done, so I made sure I got those done before I started working on the things for the craft fair. I don't know what to call it. It's really a vendor fair. It wasn't a craft fair. I did win a nice movie basket with all kinds of treats, so that was nice. And then, okay. So on Wednesday, I am going to have to go to the grocery store because I will not have enough food in my house to get us through. So I'm just going to put grocery store. You may hear my daughter's dog. He's laying next to me, chewing on a bone. He's been very discontent since she's been gone. I guess I'm not as fun as she is. Even though I take him for walks, I feel like every 5 minutes. He's just been a little bit unhappy. We just FaceTimed with her, and that still didn't make him happy, but whatever. All good. He'll deal. So my husband's been getting, if he goes back to work on Monday, which he's going to try to, I don't know, he's still running a fever, but he's not contagious anymore. So he's been getting home like 7:30. So what I'll probably do is go to the grocery store at 6 and pick up like a rotisserie chicken or something like that, and just come home, throw a salad together with chicken, so that I'm not having to go to the grocery store too late, and then we're not holding dinner for me to get home. So that is my plan right now. And then on Thursday, I will probably, fingers crossed, try to get the rest of, no, I'm going to say I will. So I'm going to get the rest of the listings done. I'm going to put it at 6. At 4, I need to go pick up Megan from the airport. It's really like 4:30. Of course, she's getting home at like 4:45, I think. And of course, the airport is in the worst location possible to go at 5 o'clock when the traffic is going to be horrendous. But that's fine. No problem. Love my daughter. It's all good. And I'm going to say that night it's going to be leftovers, because I don't think I'm going to get home in time to make dinner. So it's going to be, I think Julie Plans calls it fend for yourself night. So we always have things left over. So Friday, I am going to go to the bank and do a budget with me video. So I'll need to get my cash out for cash stuffing. I'll probably wait until 4. And then, why can I not put things straight on here? I have bleached my house and cleaned my house so much that literally my hands are sore. But I am not going to get the flu. I don't want anybody else to get the flu. It's been horrible. I have felt so sorry for him. So I do not want to get that. And then what I plan to do, where is my stickers for that? Okay, so if I don't go to the bank till 4, I'll film on Saturday morning, because I won't have good lighting, so I'll do it like first thing. That way I can, and then I won't edit or upload until the afternoon. We are going to a birthday party, and I believe that is at 1 o'clock. He's actually born on St. Patrick's Day, but I guess we're celebrating a little early. And I do need to get him a gift when I go to the bank. I'll get that when I'm out there. And then on Sunday, right now, just church. And hopefully catch up. So I did get all my laundry done today, which is Sunday. I know I will need to wash sheets and towels again next week. I'm just gonna put that at 3. Because I work from home, a lot of times I'll just throw in a load during the week, but sometimes I just don't have time. Or we're on that time of day plan in Arizona, so you can't do laundry in certain hours of the day. It makes your utility costs really high. So if I don't get up in the morning and start it, I can't start it in the middle of the day, and then usually at night I'm too tired. I don't want to leave it in the washer all night. So I try to get it done on the weekends, which is a very inexpensive time to do it, but sometimes you just gotta do a load or 2 during the week. I know I'll wash all the sheets because 1, for my husband being sick, and then 2, because the dog has been with me because my daughter's out of town. He's sweet though. I don't mind that. But it does create for more dirt in the bed. And then, let's see here. So I'll have church and then laundry. And then the rest of this day will probably be, well, I'm going to go ahead and go with my normal schedule, which is grocery store after church. So today, because I woke up so early, like at 4:30, I went ahead and watched church online. And that way when, you know, it was like 8 o'clock, I just have been working the whole day. So it's been good. I've got a lot done. I got all the laundry done. I've got, all my stuff unpacked. I'm finishing cleaning the house. So at least that part's done. And then, I still was able to watch it online, which is nice about my church. So that is what the week looks like right now. I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of things. I just want to work on this little sidebar over here for just a moment. And where is, I cannot figure out where I put those. I have regular appointments that I just cannot figure out. So I'm just going to put to do. And I don't really want to write on here because this is not a erasable pen. So I'm just going to use these, and then I'll find what I'm looking for, and then I'll transfer it over. Okay, so I am like 3/4 of the way reading a book. It's a fiction book by Susan Mallory, and my library loan expired. So my first thing I'm going to do is put that book on hold. Again, I was trying so hard to get it finished so that I knew it was coming, because you get a 3-day notice it's going to expire. And usually a couple days after that you can still do it, but I woke up this morning and it was gone. So so that makes me very sad because it was a good book. The other thing I need to do this week that I have not done, I need to do the ortho appointment. I'm trying for when my vacation week. I am looking into Invisalign. And then I need to call them for our flooring estimate. And then demo. So there'll be 2 different companies. One that does the demo that removes all the tile, which is going to be a mess because half my house is tile. And then, the carpet we can pull ourselves, and then an estimate to install the flooring because we are like, we can't do it. We've done it many times in our life, but at this time, at this age, nope, not happening. And then I've sent my taxes over to our accountant, but I owe him, some more information. So so it's mileage. It's not right. Phone bills and what's the third thing I owed him? Oh, car tags. I wanted to get it in the mail and I knew I was missing those things, but I promised him last week that I would get it to him, so obviously that didn't happen. No problem. And then for work this week, I don't have any major, well, no, I take that back, I do. I need to finish my tracker. I need to work on order forms. I got my expenses done last week, and what was the other thing I do? Oh, get shipments out. My garage is filled again, but this was a good fill, so I just need to get it out so we can get the cars back in the garage. Okay, I'll write these in as soon as I can find the appointment labels that I wanted to use for those. I am going to be filming a memory spread. I was watching Tattooed Teacher. Her name is Taylor. I love her style. And she does memory keeping in the Erin Condren vertical. Now what I loved about it, because since I opened up the Etsy shop with my daughter, we started in April, like making things. I think we actually opened in June. I have not kept up with Project Life, my One Little Word, any of that. I think I had Project Life done through August. So I have the 4 months of last year plus the 3 months of this year. And I find that when I have that spare time, I either am working on things for the shop or I'm trying to spend time with my husband or whatever it might be. So, you know, it's been great and I absolutely love everything about the shop. I'm enjoying it. I'm not complaining because we've had such great support, and I'm learning more and more every day on how to do things with Cricut and things like that. But what is suffering is my memory keeping. And so what I like about this system that she does is it's a very quick, beautiful spread, and it's just like some key highlights about the week, so that when you do go back and you do have time to do things like Project Life, everything's written down. I can just open up that page. I know exactly when things happen, and then I can just print the pictures and go from there. Right now I'm trying to write things down on my planner of things so I don't forget what happened. So I think this is going to be a good system for me. The challenge is that I have never been a kit person, so I don't own any. I do have like one kit that's Disneyland, but unfortunately I'm not going to Disneyland this week or last week. So I did go to Michael's and get one kit just to practice with it, and then I'm going to work on either purchasing some kits or also to create my own kits. So I don't think it's something I'm going to put in the shop. I think it's something I'm going to use for my own personal memory keeping, but I'm not sure yet. I've kind of looked around to see what's on the internet, which is a whole rabbit hole. There are so many amazing shops out there. I mean, shops I've never heard of, really, really cute things. And I can just imagine how much fun that would be to start shopping. But I am also trying to stay on a budget, and I am trying to be super wise about it. So I don't need another hobby or thing to spend money on, believe me. I can find so many things that So my plan right now is to kind of see what I have here that I can use, and then look at future purchasing or creating my own. So I'll let you know how that goes. I do believe I am going to film it. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how it turns out. We'll see. So if you have not subscribed already, please do so. We appreciate everyone who comments and subscribes to our channel. It's just an amazing community, and we thank you so much for your journey along this process with us, both in planning as well as in budgeting. I hope you all have a great week and staying all healthy and staying away from the flu and everything else that's going on right now. So have a great week, and we'll speak to you soon. Thank you so much for watching.